Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon. In the last episode we made it to the commercial town of Lohan because Shayna fell sick after defeating the dragon. And so now we are on a mission to find a rare plant called the Dragoon plant. So our sources indicate that it is north of the poisoned forest, which is known as the Dragon's Nest. So we finally made it to the north exit of the Dragon's Nest, and we are now out front of a strange, kind of looks like a temple of some sort. And if you go up and examine the name, it says the Shrine of Shirley. So before we enter, there's a couple things I wanted to tell you guys. I went back to the nest of the dragon and did about 5 or 6 different battles, and just enough to get Lavitz to level 11 because he was really close. And at level 11 he learns the Gust of Wind Dance, which is a new addition, and it is extremely powerful. As you can see, the damage percent is 200, so that is his strongest attack, and it's only at level 1. So it's very hard to hit. Yeah, it requires you pressing the X button 6 different times, and it's very tricky, especially if the enemy counterattacks. But it is the most damaging addition that you can get so far. So Lavitz learns that at level 11. I would highly recommend grinding out until you get the Gust of Wind Dance here, because you get pretty good experience in the Dragon's Nest. You're probably going to get better experience in the Shrine of Shirley, but just if you want to be ahead of the game, I would do it now before you enter the Shrine of Shirley. Regardless, we are going to enter the Shrine of Shirley. Alright, now first of all, let me just tell you, you're going to see a bunch of treasure chests throughout this place, but you're going to be kind of disappointed because whenever you open them up, there's nothing inside. All you see is notes. So with that being said, don't worry about any treasure chest. I will direct you to the best route to get through here the fastest, because this place is like one big maze and the enemies are pretty tough here, so you're gonna really want to be on your toes. Alright, so the first thing I want to tell you guys is the enemies you're going to find here are pretty tough. And here is the addition, Gust of Wind Dance. So as you can see, it's a very long addition. And you're going to find yourself struggling to complete that addition for most players, especially if this is your first time through. Don't be discouraged. Just keep at it. And I have played this game several times, so I'm surprised I can actually get that addition like I'm doing. Usually it takes me forever. But a quick tip for them big crystal golem guys, if you're trying to defeat them, if you have the magic signet stone that we picked up back on the marshland area, it's the repetitive item that I explained comes back after each battle. You can use it once per battle. Go ahead and use that, because what it does is it blocks the enemy's turn for 3 turns. So you might as well use it because it's going to come back every battle. And yeah, and remember, all the chests that you find here are going to be empty. I'm going to lead you to where the treasure really is. And before you enter the temple, you'll see a sculpture of a dragon. apparently, from what Rose says, there's another Dragoon inside of the temple, or the shrine, I should say. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and ignore the left and right paths, and instead we're going to head directly to the back of the shrine. And here you'll find a couple staircases that you can climb. And then you will come up to an action button. Now what this is here is it's kind of like a combination you have to type in. Now for now, I know the combination to get in here, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it the right way. That way, next time you come through here, if you're not using a guide, you'll know exactly what to do. So first of all, let's go ahead and ascend the stairs.
Whip smack!
Ah, the little bugger ran away.
Burning rush!
Okay, so just remember where that numerical lock is, because we are going to have to put a certain set of numbers in there to open the path forward. So just head to the top of the area and take the left exit. Here you should come to a treasure chest, and if you open it, you should get a message, bye-bye. And with that, you are sent on a cart on a track. Now pay attention, because on each screen you will get a certain number that will appear. It'll appear anywhere on the screen. So that was 3. I don't know if you guys seen it, but the number 3. There was 5. So we got the number 3 and the number 5. And then 2. So if you're wondering where you find the combination, it's whenever you ride this cart, the numbers will show on each different screen. So what the numbers that were shown, in case you guys didn't see it, was 3, 5, and then 2. So memorize them numbers. Once the cart has launched you off the railing, you will be back at the beginning area. You're going to have to simply backtrack to the numerical lock that we were at earlier. Once you reach it, you should now know the combination. So the first number is 3. The second number is 5. And the last number is 2. If you enter the correct combination, a ladder should fall down from above, giving you access to the next area of the shrine. 176 damage. And Gust of Wind Dance is only at level 1. So that attack is going to be a heavy hitting attack. And it's also boosted up because I have the Power Bangle equipped, or the Power Amulet equipped to Labbits as well. So once you enter the passcode, go ahead and climb the newly accessible ladder. And the next area of the shrine consists of a single staircase. But whoa, whenever you try to get to the top, the stairs even out and you slide back down. So now this is pretty tricky, and it involves you actually looking around at the left and right hand parts of the shrine. So if you remember when you first entered the shrine, inside of the shrine, there was a left path, a right path, and then the forward path that we took immediately. So if you're wondering how to solve this puzzle because they don't give you any clues, you have to go to the left side first, and it should tell you which way the statue should face. And then you go to the right side and it will tell you which way the other statue should face. So in order to cut you guys some time, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to solve this puzzle right away. Go over to the gold statue on the left and choose to turn it to the front. And then head over to the silver statue and choose to turn it to the left. That should solve the puzzle. Once you're finished, climb the stairs to reach the next area of the shrine. Now here you should find a save point. I highly recommend to save your game. And you should see a few more treasure chests, but again, if you try to open them, you'll just get notes from somebody who has already opened them. So if you want to advance things quickly, make sure you are healed up, your party is healed, and go ahead and head up the stairs to the wide open area for a cutscene. Here meet Drake, the bandit. And Rose will draw her sword pretty quick. So it looks like there's no talking to this guy. We're just going to have to beat him. And he is pretty tough. He's going to prove to be quite a challenge, actually. So meet Drake the Bandit. He has a whopping HP of 1200. So this is the most HP that we have yet to encounter in a boss. And his element is wind. So if you have any fire or burnout items, they work wonderfully here. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and go all out offensive on this guy. Now let me tell you something that I failed to mention earlier. Now that we have all of our main party members with Dragoon spirits, there is a new command beside Dragoon called Special. Now if you look carefully at the bottom beneath each character, you can see that their spirit point bar is completely full, which means everyone can go into Dragoon form right now. Now what the special is it automatically puts everyone into Dragoon form, and whoever you choose to go into special with, the background theme will change, and their regular Dragoon attacks are automatically perfect, meaning that you don't have to press X at a certain time when performing a regular Dragoon attack. So I'll quickly demonstrate with Lavitz. I'm going to go ahead and use special. Now note that you can only go into special Dragoon form whenever all of your party characters in battle have a full Dragoon filled bar, meaning that they can all go into Dragoon form. So if you only see 2 people with a Dragoon or a Spirit Point bar at the bottom filled and the other person isn't filled, then you're going to have to use the additions with that other person until their Spirit Point bar is filled. Once everyone's Spirit Point bar is filled, you want to choose your correct character, usually the one that has the most attack damage with just their regular Dragoon attacks. And we're going to go ahead and choose Lavitz. And I'll quickly demonstrate. We're going to use a Dragoon attack with Lavitz. Now as you can see, there is no Dragoon bar. So whenever we perform a regular Dragoon attack, it is already perfected. And it does 200 damage. Now note that because our Dragoon is only at level 1 with Lavitz, you can only have 1 turn in Dragoon form, and then the background effects will change. So I'm going to go ahead and use Astral Drain with Rose to get everyone's HP to full.
Astral Drain.
Now once that's taken care of, we are going to go ahead and use a regular Dragoon attack with Dart. Now as you can see, Dart's Dragoon attack requires powering up, and you have to press the X button at the correct time in order for his additions to be performed successfully. So now we're just going to continue attacking. This guy has a good amount of HP, so you're going to have to wither it away. I'm going to go ahead and use, actually I'll use another regular Dragoon attack. Now as you can see, I didn't get the perfect, so his Dragoon attack wasn't performed successfully. It's just like additions, except the concept is a little bit different. Now once you have Drake's HP drop down a little bit, just a tad bit under halfway, he will use one of his best traps and throw 3 bursting balls in your path. So now the trick is you need to take these balls out before they explode, and after each turn they will roll towards you. Once they roll towards you 2 or 3 different times, it's over. They're going to explode, doing a good amount of damage. So you're going to want to focus on these first and take them out. Now the bursting balls have about 70 HP, so it's not too bad.
Burning Rush.
And we actually took one out with Lavitz. Once you've taken out some of his bursting balls, he will do another trap where he sends several different layers of wire in front of him. When this happens, Drake is currently unable to be targeted, meaning you have to destroy the wire before you can get to Drake. So this really makes things a little bit interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off these bursting balls before they can explode.
Whip smack.
Just a quick dance.
Once they are all taken out of the way, we can focus on the wire. Now the wire has approximately 150 HP, so it's going to take several attacks to destroy it.
Burning rush. Whip smack.
Meanwhile, keep an eye on your party's HP because Drake's attacks do quite a bit of damage. Oh, and we didn't get the full gust of wind dance there. Oh well. Once again, he has thrown more bombs in our way, so we have to destroy them. And this is the pretty annoying part of the battle.
Burning rush. Whip smack.
Now it's better to focus on one at a time with Dart and Rose, and then have Lavitz take out the other. As long as his attack power is high enough, he should be able to take them out in one hit. So those balls are rolling awfully close.
Whip smack.
Just a quick dance.
Just barely got that one out of the way. And I don't think we have enough time to destroy this, so I'm just going to go ahead and focus on Drake. And I'm just going to have to take the damage with Dart. But fortunately, he has enough HP that he can take the attack. 97 damage, so them things are no joke. They do quite a bit of damage.
Whip smack.
Now we just need to destroy this wire so that we can really get at Drake and do some damage.
Burning rush.
Just a quick dance.
Now Rose is dangerously low on HP, so I'm going to go ahead and use a healing potion on her to get her back up. And now we can focus on Drake. Now you're going to want to use your best attacks on Drake while he doesn't have a wire in front of him, because he will respawn that wire really quickly. So I'm going to ignore the bombs, and I'm just going to focus solely on Drake.
Just a quick dance.
And I'm gonna go ahead and throw a healing potion. Actually, we're good for now. So I'm just gonna continue the assault
Whip smack.
with our main characters onto Drake.
Burning rush.
Now whenever you get Drake's HP into critical status, he will use a healing potion on himself, restoring his HP by 360.
Whip smack.
So we're just going to ignore the bombs, because if we keep targeting the bombs, this battle's going to go on forever.
Just the wind dance.
So we're just going to have to take the damage. We all are at pretty good amount of HP, so we should be able to withstand the bomb attacks with all of our characters.
Burning rush.
Whip smack.
Now we are just going to have to simply take the damage. Rose is in critical status. Big damage to everybody by them bombs. And Rose has fallen. So I'm going to go ahead and use an Angel's Prayer to get Rose back up on her feet. And then we're going to continue focusing our attacks on Drake.
Just the wind dance.
And now Drake should really be hurting. I'm going to go ahead and use a Healing Breeze to get all of our HP back up to pretty good status. And now we can continue focusing on Drake, and hopefully this should take him out. And he puts another wire up, so now we gotta destroy this wire again.
Just the wind dance.
And more bombs. So you can see where I'm going with this. If you continue
Whip smack.
trying to take out the bombs, then you're going to be in this battle for a very long time, and you're probably going to end up wasting more potions than you have in your inventory. So you mainly need to ignore the bombs and focus on Drake. This should definitely be enough to take him out.
Just the wind dance.
And no, he's still standing. This guy is a trooper, man. I'm gonna finish him off with Dark, because I know his HP is really low.
Burning rush.
There he goes. So finally we have defeated this boss. It took actually probably the hardest boss we've fought so far, I think. So for winning, you get 100 G and a whopping 1500 experience, as well as a bandit's ring. Very worth the tough battle. And with that, Dart and Rose level up, and Dart and Lavitz also get a Dragoon level up. Very nice. So for Dart reaching Dragoon level 3, he learns Final Burst, Dragoon magic. And for Lavitz reaching Dragoon level 2, he learns Blossom Storm, Dragoon magic. So I guess all of them additions that we pulled off on Drake really did amount to something. What is this? Another boss? It looks like this is Shirley. What? No Dragini plant? You mean we came all the way out here for nothing? Oh, and she has the Dragoon spirit. Oh. So now we have to overcome Shirley as well. Okay, so let me just start off by saying this is not like a normal boss battle. If you attack Shirley and try to damage her, you will suffer a great deal of damage from her powerful attacks. Instead, she will ask you questions, and if you answer them correctly, you will be able to move forward in the fight. However, if you do not answer them correctly, you will be forced to wait until the next chance to talk to her. So pretty much in a nutshell, you need to choose the correct answers in order to end this battle as quickly as possible. So question number 1, Dart Lavitz, why do you fight? The correct answer is to protect those we love. She will say, Dart, bear your heart to me. At this point, she will transform into Shayna. It's just an illusion though. So all you're going to want to do is simply guard. The first question Shayna will ask is, Dart, I have been waiting. Why did you leave without saying a word? And the correct answer is to pursue the black monster. Continue guarding with all your characters until the next question arises. Dart, what are you going to do after you find the black monster? And the correct answer is, of course, get revenge. The third question she will ask is, please forget about revenge and be with me. The black monster or me, Dart? And the correct answer is Shayna. Once you have taken care of that, she will ask for Lavitz to show her what he believes in. At this point, Shirley will turn into King Albert. Just continue guarding until he asks the first question. The first question is, Lavitz, what are you doing here? Forget Shayna and go back. The correct answer is, that's not like you. We're going to go ahead and guard again. And the second question he asked is Lavitz, are you disobeying my order? Choosing one over many? And you need to, the correct answer is Shayna needs me. With that, Shirley will transform back into her original self. And then she will add start. Advancing will bring truth as well as ordeals. And you still want to go? Say, no matter what, I will go. And then she will ask Lavitz, I ask you, who is the most important person for you to protect? And the correct answer is Mother. And the last question is lastly, Rose, I ask you, what does life mean to you? And it doesn't really matter which answer you choose, however, I'm going to choose nothing but sacrifice. Once you have answered all of the questions correctly, the battle will end and you will obtain the silver stone. Also, for winning, you get 100 G and 1500 experience. So we're really racking in the levels here. With that, Lavitz and Rose will rise to level 3 or level 12, I'm sorry. And with that, you will acquire the white silver Dragoon spirit. And before we leave, we will use the power of the new white silver Dragoon spirit to heal Drake the bandit. And with that, Shirley will vanish. So once that is taken care of, there's one last thing we need to do here. Go ahead and enter the final room of the shrine. And here's where you will find all of the treasure chests. So all those chests that we seen in the previous areas of the shrine were empty, and the real treasure is hidden back here in this room. So go ahead and open up the first treasure chest to get 20G. The second one obtains 20G. Third one, 20G. Fourth one, 20G. Fifth one, 20G. Sixth one, Healing Breeze. Seventh treasure chest, Demon Stiletto, which is a new weapon for Rose. The next one contains 20G, and the final chest in this room contains 20G. Once you have looted all the items in the back room, go ahead and make your way back to the beginning of the shrine. It's time to exit this and head back to Lohan to save Shayna.
Burning rush.
Whip smack.
Oh, I can't believe I messed that addition up, man. Now we're gonna have to suffer massive damage. Well, not really massive, but damage to all characters.
Burning rush.
We are now getting 102 SP off Burning Rush now that it has reached its final level, level 5. So if you want, you can stay in the Shrine of Shirley, and you can stay in this far back room here and level up your characters because they give excellent experience. So if you're behind on level, I highly advise to take the time to level up properly now, as well as max out your additions and get your Dragoon levels up. Because these next couple places that we gotta visit have some pretty tough bosses. So if you're not well prepared, you're gonna curse yourself later because you're gonna have to grind constantly. By the way, it's probably wise to put that new weapon onto Rose. I keep forgetting because I'm in such a hurry to get out of here. But that Demon Stiletto that we picked up is a weapon for Rose, so if you want to equip that, you will increase her attack. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and equip that weapon. Which brings her attack from 13 to 18. And once that's taken care of, go ahead and exit the shrine the same way you entered it. And by the way, I'm gonna stay here for a little while, not too long, but just for a couple battles. That way I can level up my additions and also see if I can get one more level up. I might not stay until everyone levels up one more time, but I do want to get just a little bit of extra experience in, because the way to go about grinding in this game is
Whip smack.
If you wait until one time to grind, you're going to spend a lot of hours in the same spot grinding, and it's pretty boring. So, I can't believe I messed that up. But the best way to do it is each new area you come to, if you spend 10-15 minutes in each area just running into random battles and fighting, you will gain a little bit of experience in each area, and it all builds up, because if you take 15 minutes in each new area grinding, then by the end of the game you got hours upon hours of grinding, and it didn't really seem like that long because you only took a little bit of time in each area to level up. So it's really worth it, and this is a very good area because the monsters here give you quite a bit of experience. So it's up to you whether you want to do that or not. However, I will be here for about 10-15 minutes worth of grinding.
Whip smack.
And remember, if you're running low on potions, a good way to get your health back up is to save one enemy and then just keep on guarding.
Just the wind dance.
And with that, Rose reaches Dragoon level 2 and learns the Death Dimension Dragoon magic. So we now have our main battle members to Dragoon level 2, which means that now every time you go special, you will be able to stay there in special Dragoon form for 2 turns. And Dart will actually be able to stay in Dragoon form for 3 turns. So with that, I'm going to save the game, and that is going to conclude this episode of Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys, and I'll see you next time, where we head back to the commercial town of Lohan in order to save Shayna.